Welcome to the KX Country Clubhouse. Derek Mann with you this afternoon, and I am joined today by Andrew Hyatt. How's it going?
Good. How you doing, brother?
Pretty good, thank you. Just before we started there, you had mentioned you just got into Calgary. Of course, you're in the middle of the Country Mixtape tour with Shawn and Tyler Joe Miller. How has that been going so far? Because it's just kind of kicked off a few weeks ago. We're almost halfway through it.
Yeah, man. Honestly, it's been like the most fun. We're just, I didn't know what to expect with the format that we're doing. I knew, I've known Shawn forever. We're like brothers, and like I know TJ, but not as well. And I feel like now it's like everybody is just, even our crew, our band and crew, just we couldn't ask for better people. We're having so much fun on stage. Like some nights, it's as if we don't even realize there's an audience. We're just like having a blast, and then we'll get messages later on, people being like, your energy on stage is like it's almost as fun to watch the guys because we have a bar on stage as well. So like it's
Okay.
almost much fun to watch the two guys behind the bar singing along to the guys singing. So it's kind of funny.
That's all I've been seeing actually is about just the energy and how electric you guys are on stage. So that's awesome. So you mentioned obviously knowing Shawn, but maybe not so much TJ. So how did the three of you come together for this to be created into one piece?
Man, we've been trying to kind of figure that out, actually. It's because that's the question that keeps getting asked. Like, I
Okay.
know Sean and I have tossed this idea around of the two of us going out. And then I think it was just randomly kind of pitched. Somebody said, like, what about Tyler?
Hmm.
Um, and then our camps just started talking and it just happened. And it really is like a great, man, it's such a good mix. Like, Sean's doing kind of like the country crooner thing. It's like it's cool, but it's like got that smooth, smoky voice. And then TJ's doing that like real country, like, four on the floor stuff. And then I'm kind of doing a little bit more of the country rock thing live. So it just there is no lull. It's just so much fun.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like it's like such like a Canadian country like thing just all together. Like you said, it fits so perfect. You do have your hometown show coming up in Sudbury as well. Are you looking forward to that, or is there anything specifically you're looking forward to there?
Man, no, I just like I haven't been to my hometown in a really long time, in
Mhm.
terms of playing with a band. Um, so I think it's going to be really good. I don't think I've ever headlined either in my hometown. So, at least not on a tour.
Yeah.
So I think it's gonna just be wild. Like it's always fun. We've done one festival there 3 years ago, I think, and that was absolute insanity. So I can't even imagine what it's gonna be like going out on a tour.
Yeah, especially how it's been going so far. Now, I do understand you have some tour traditions. Can you tell me about this Spam Daniels?
Oh man, yeah, this kind of grew a life of its own. Um,
Yeah.
Years ago, I think it was like I grew up, my grandfather and I used to go hunting and he would bring like a can of spam. And one day I was just like, I put it on the rider. I was just like, you know what? Like I want a hot plate, a can of spam, and whatever. I was feeling it like before, like just that day. And then it kind of became a joke. And then one time I like basically hollowed out the can of spam after a show. The guys do shots out of it, like with Jack
Yeah.
Daniels. And so then they were jokingly calling me Spam Daniels. And then that has kind of carried on. And then somebody showed up to the Vancouver show. This girl pulled out a can of spam out of like a Gucci purse. It was the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. Like it was like just fit this can. She pulls it out, gives it to us. And so then the next, like there's a show or two later, the next show it sat on the bar, and then I just like hollowed it out and I didn't tell the guys, and then filled it up during like never met a beer. I don't drink beer. So I was like, I'm gonna do a shot out of this.
Okay.
Just happened that it ended up being videoed, and it's kind of grown into a life of its own, regrettably.
I love it. I love it. I think it's awesome. Of course, this tour is following your most recent EP, which was Ella's Four. And the songs on there, first of all, super personal, more so even compared to anything before. What was it like to release songs like those on this EP?
Yeah, man. So the thing with this EP, like I kind of call it the divorce EP. It was never meant like I wrote it over 5 weeks, basically a
Mhm.
song a week with my friend Emily Reed, and my buddy Adam Wheeler was on a track called "Oh for One." And basically like week over week, I kind of went through the emotions of what was happening while I was like still living in the house with my ex, which
Mhm.
in my mind, I was like, this is cheaper than therapy. Like, I'm just going to get it all out right now, like strike while I have this emotional charge. And then I went in and I recorded it just as a passion project with one of my best friends who's produced stuff for me in the past. We were never supposed to release it. Like it was
Oh,
just for
really?
me. Yeah, like I
Yeah.
have a record that's done, that's full band, that's just like waiting to go. And then the label kind of heard a few of the songs, and then they asked to hear the EP. And the next thing you know, they're going, well, maybe we put it out. And they kind of had to convince me because, like you said, it's really a front row seat to like the emotional roller coaster that I was on during that time. Um, yeah, and now it's out, which is also a little bit scary, but
Yeah.
yeah, it just felt like the right move, and the feedback's been good on it from people who are connecting. So
So that one was recorded in studio because I understand 4 Good Years was obviously mostly at home and pantsless.
yeah, so four good years. Yeah, we did the L is for record, a little bit more like one mic kind of vibe, one mic on an acoustic. But then 4 Good Years was during the last, I think, 8 months of the pandemic. So
Mhm.
I needed to make a record, and I had been working with guys in Nashville and guys in Vancouver. So obviously I couldn't travel. So I built a studio in my basement, pretty makeshift. And yeah, that was the joke. I was like, this is the most free I've ever felt. I would wake up, I kind of vocal. If I wasn't feeling it, I'd go like run my dog or like make lunch, come back. And then I kind of found the sweet spot between like 7 p.m. and 2 a.m. to sing.
Nice.
And it was nice. I just kind of wandered down in the comfort of my own home.
Right. That's perfect. And then later this year, of course, the CMA Ontario's are coming up. You're nominated for a Male Artist of the Year. What's it feel like to be in that category? You know, alongside those like Josh Ross and Jade Eagleson or Jason Blaine, guys like that.
Yeah, I mean, man, it's always nice. Those guys are great. Everyone's making great music. It's always something you're like thankful to be included in. Um, yeah, we're all kind of doing different things, but all great artists that I respect a lot, and a few that I call close friends. So it's great.
Absolutely. Well, looking forward to seeing you in KX Country in well, just a few short weeks. You got a few stops here on the Country Mixtape tour. Looking forward to that. Looking forward to seeing you and the guys, and maybe we'll get some Spam Daniels in while you're here too.
You can expect that for sure, man. All right, we'll see you soon.
Thank you very much, Andrew. Have a good day, buddy.
Here's your brother. Take care.